Howdy y'all, and welcome to Farming Simulator 17 on GoldCrest Valley. If you caught my stream this morning, then congratulations. If you didn't catch it this morning, then maybe I'll catch you in the next one. But this morning we basically... Actually, can't even remember what all we did. I know we did some weeding, we did some spraying, we did a little bit of harvesting. Which right now what we're going to do is we're trying to get field 16 reset before it goes back to nighttime. I'd like to get it reset, like fertilized, seeded, all that stuff. So basically what we need to do is we need to fertilize it, we need to spread our pellets on it, and then cultivate it, and then I think we're going to put barley in it. It just came out of soybeans, so it's not necessarily in the right order, but I need to be resetting a couple of them, otherwise we're just going to be doing the same crops about over and over and over. So just for entertainment purposes, we're gonna be doing a little bit of barley on it, I think, just to mix things up a little bit. We were discussing today ideas about doing just like almost straight like soybeans. The soybeans are so profitable, but you know, we also just discussed the fact that I can't just do the same crop over and over and over. So what we're going to do is we're going to start resetting a few of these fields. This one came out of soybeans, so instead of going into corn like we should in the rotation, I think we're just going to take it to barley. Actually, we could probably do wheat. We should probably do wheat instead. I know field 14, I want to say, is wheat right now. So we may just like 100% set this all the way back to the beginning and go wheat on it instead of barley. That way we can get a proper rotation on it going. So we'll probably do that. We'll probably do wheat instead. Get like a good mix of crop going, sort of. That's what we're going to try for anyway. So that one down there, field 12, is corn. So we're going to try harvesting it. I don't know what I'm going to plant in there. I might go ahead and plant a root crop in there. So the next root crop we're going to plant is potatoes. So that big field may end up becoming potatoes. Because we're not going to reset all of them at the same time. Obviously, we need to catch like a good mix of reset. But we'll get her worked out. All right, we got the cultivator out and got it running. I'm on pass number 2. Field's been fertilized, got all the pellets spread on it. Now we're just kind of cultivating them in. Getting the groundwork really well. It hasn't said anything about needing to be plowed yet. I've been waiting for that, but I'm not keeping track of which fields got plowed first. I think, if I remember right, I'd have to look back at it, but I think field 15 got plowed first. I might not be correct on that. I may have to look back at the archive. But I'm pretty sure field 15 would have been the first one plowed, right? I mean, you guys probably know. But, so I need to look back and see which field was plowed first, and then try to figure out how many times I've harvested it. But I think it was field 15 got plowed first. If anybody could tell me, that'd be great, because I don't know. I'll probably forget about it, and then the next day or whatever on the farm, I'll be like, I don't remember what field it was. Because I won't take the time to look. It's actually just Saturday evening for me. Yeah, Saturday evening. So I did the stream this morning. Like I said, it was pretty amazing. You know, there was 2 or 3 people or something like that hung out in there the whole time talking to me. I know Crew Mike was one of them. The other one, his name escapes me. I can't remember what his name is now, but whatever your name is, you can remind me, and I'll give you a shout out probably. I really appreciate it though. It makes the stream go a lot better if I get at least a couple people in there, you know, 2 or 3 people in there at least, you know, talking to me, having a conversation. You know, we talked about a whole lot of good stuff. If you want to see it, the archive should be on the channel already. By the time this goes up, it might be up right now, I think. But yeah, I think things are going well. I'm up to 245 subscribers. And we harvested this field today as soybeans, and I'm not really sure. I'm not too sure if the bees helped us or not, but they could not have hurt us. So, I mean, having the bees there is a good thing. That beehive is definitely. I would like to buy more, but they're fairly expensive. I mean, they're like $20,000 per beehive, because those bees there's a lot of them in there, and it takes a lot of money to stock them up. I think those things actually hold. I think it's like 6 or 7 or 8 different hives or something like that. Because I don't think one bee colony would do that whole thing. I suspect it's like a whole bunch of different boxes. And if you've ever actually looked into bees in real life, like honeybees, they are like super, super expensive. Me and Mrs. Butcherman is considered getting bees at some point, but man, they're super expensive. I mean, it'll cost you $200, $300, $400, something like that, $500, just to get the bees in the hive. That doesn't include extracting stuff, a suit, a smoker, anything. You know, all that fancy gadgetry stuff. And as far as I can gather, you definitely need a suit. You definitely need a smoker. I guess you don't need a suit, but a suit is preferable for new beekeepers. Some of the, seasoned beekeepers, some of the guys that have been doing it for a long time, they don't wear suits. But they've also been around them a long time and stuff. It's one of those things that if you're nervous, it's like some dogs, like when you get nervous or you get anxious or you get worked up or something like that, your blood pressure goes up and your pulse rate goes up, your perspiration increases, and animals pick up on that sort of thing. Some people may not catch it, but if you have bees and you're super nervous around them, then they're gonna pick up on it. They're gonna smell those pheromones, and it's gonna affect them. So yeah, that's why a lot of the seasoned beekeepers don't use suits, I think. It's because they're so at ease with it that they don't really need one. The bees don't get worked up because they're not worked up. Just working on the second to last pass here. We should only have one more to do. And man, the sunset on this game is pretty awesome. I mean, I'm not real big on sunsets most of the time, but they seem to have done a pretty decent job designing it. I mean, they seem to put a little bit of work into it. I know it's probably just artwork. It's probably just, Photoshop or whatever it is they use, some fancy program. But does that not look really cool? That's like an awesome, awesome photo. Just the Massey Ferguson in front of the sunset. Pine trees, pulling the cultivator through the ground, dirt flying everywhere. That's farming, man. I mean, that is just straight up farming. I don't care too much for the, I'm getting to where I don't care too much for the behind the cab sort of thing, the floating around and whatnot like this. But I know some people do enjoy it. Some people like to see the sights and have a little bit better perspective on what's going on and stuff. So that's kind of why I do it. Some of you guys understand that. I think most of you guys understand that. You got to try to do it in a way that more people are going to enjoy it. Some people like the in-cab more. Some people like the out-of-cab more. I think more people actually have more appreciation for both. If you got a good understanding and a good mix of both. Not too much of one and not too much of the other. Otherwise, it makes it a little boring. Our corn there, ready to go. I think the plan for the corn is we're going to buy a new corn header in the morning. At least that's the plan. We need a little bit more money. We know we're going to get a little bit from selling the corn header, that little corn header. And I probably just need to do a couple missions, or a mission, or I need to do a mission with enough money just to get us the corn header. And then we'll sell the corn header, and that's how much money will be up from there. Now I need to get the seeder. I was going to use the case tractor for the cultivator, but it's just not mean enough to pull it. We really need a new tractor. One of the things we discussed in the stream was the fact that I need a new combine. But one of the big things we discussed is that I need a new combine, but at the same time, I think our plan right now is we're just going to buy all the headers for it. We're going to buy a new standard crop header. We're going to buy a new corn header, and then we still have the same sunflower header because it'll go on both of them. But we tested it in the stream. At the very end of the stream, we tested it to see if the bigger Massey Ferguson, the 74's 67 or something like 66 40, I can't remember. The next Massey, the smallest Massey they have, I think. We tested it to see if you could put all its headers on the case, and the answer was yes. So that's what we're going to do, I think. As far as the combine situation, we're going to upgrade the header. Eventually we'll upgrade the combine itself, but I think for now we're just going to upgrade the header and then call it done, at least for the time being. What have we got? 12. That'll work. 7.9 will do the job. And we got wheat. Everything's looking good. And this planter. It looks so cool. I'm really, really glad that they have changed the textures. You know, to where there's actual textures, not just colors. You know, that right there is a huge improvement in my book. The fact there's actual lines in the ground when you plant. If you go out and look at an actual field, when it's planted, there are actual lines in the ground. You know, the dirt has lines in it because the wheels are rolling down through there, you know, and it kind of digs a little ditch, puts the seed in it, and there's the wheels behind it that kind of push the dirt up over the seed, so then you end up with little ridges. And it like that, you know, before it wasn't like that. Before it was just, you know, the ground changed colors, you know, ooh, ah, it's magic, you know, that sort of thing. So they've definitely put that in there, and I really, really enjoy it. I think they've done a good job. But as far as the combine, we're gonna get new headers, and then that'll probably just we'll make do for a while with the new headers. And obviously I want a bigger combine, but I think we're gonna do the new headers for now, and then kind of work toward a new combine. But at the same time, we need another big tractor, and I want to say we need a new tipper, but we got that big tipper, and I think it'll work once we get a combine big enough to dump in it. So for now, we'll just kind of keep the tipper and the combine we have, and we'll just upgrade the headers, and then we'll just kind of go from there for whatever future plans we have. You know, I think that's a good point to, you know, ponder or whatever. Good idea. You guys have recommendations and stuff. I got two nice looking John Deere mods that I would like to get. Actually, we could probably look over that right quick now. See what horsepower they are. This one's really big, so that's like a way in the future sort of thing. 530 horses. This one's 190, so that wouldn't really help us out that much because it's just barely bigger than this. Real question is, can it be upgraded? 190. We can get up to 209, which isn't great. You know, it's not really great. What do we got for wheels? Narrow tires, rear twin tires. Ooh, we might go for the rear twin tires when we get that thing. But that's not really great. What do we got here? Just wheels. Twin wheels, triple wheels. Wheel weights. Standard. Wow, okay. So even twin wheels is standard, like it's no money. And it's 530 horses. So that, I mean, that's a really far in the future thing. And that John Deere, that other one, 190 horse, 200 and something horse, I'd like to have that, but we need a tractor that can actually pull, you know, our seeder and the cultivator and the plow and all that. So that way we have more options, you know, because right now we're kind of working this Massey to death. I mean, we haven't even had it that long. We got over 14 hours on the thing already. You know, we're gonna have this thing at 100 hours before you even know it if we don't get another tractor. Alright, we're getting this thing like right down to the wire. I mean, it's getting the last pass done. Should be finished fairly soon. We need to get away from that train track though. You never know when a train might come down through there and be like, oh my goodness, yeah, look at that big old train. Yeah, that should do it. as far as all that goes. The planting should be done. Now we've just got to go take a nap and wait for tomorrow. That way we can probably spray some fields. Because we did some today, which means we'll need to spray some tomorrow. We'll need to harvest a couple fields. We'll need our potato harvesting equipment. So we'll need to buy that. But we also need to buy a corn header. So money. That's just kind of how it goes sometimes. You just need lots and lots of money. Oh, good morning, chickens. Good morning. How are you? How are you, chickens? Ooh, they all look tired still. They're all still laying down. We're gonna collect eggs, especially since we figured out where you sell them at. We did that in the stream as well. I can't remember who it was. Somebody looked it up for me and told me where you sell them at. Now we can actually sell eggs. It's amazing. I know. Awesome. But unfortunately, as far as last night goes, if you guys, I can't remember if I'll put it in there or not, but yeah, the amount of milk we had produced did not cover all of our vehicle running costs. Probably because our combine is just costing us entirely too much money. Let's see. This one costs us $8.29 a day. This costs us $14 a day, which is bad. 133, which ain't bad. I mean, these are obviously a lot more than, like, you know, some of these. $2,200 a day though for the combine. Case IH 1455 is $1,000. Our other case, we have two of those. Okay, that was only $829. How much is the new header going to cost us? Can't remember. This, yeah. 34 grand, which even if we sell the other corn header, we won't have that much money. It looks like we have other fields ready. What do we have ready exactly? Field 7 is in its last growth stage, which means it probably needs to be sprayed. Yes. Field 19 and 23 need to be sprayed. Field 16 now needs to be weeded, obviously. 15, 18, 14, and 12 all need to be harvested. So, I mean, this is just gonna be a constant thing. We do not have potato harvesting equipment at all. It's gonna cost us $9 and $112. 112. Holy cow! That's just terrible. 112,000, which means we're gonna have to get to work. We're gonna have to be doing some crazy stuff. We have no more great demands, but we do have. I mean, we got some stuff in storage if we want to sell it. 42,000, about 43,000 soybeans. We can get $3,000 or $2,000 a piece for those, so about 84,000. A little more, 85,000 probably, something like that. About almost 90,000 probably for all that. Which would help us out, but I always hate selling my stuff. I really do. What we'll probably do is I definitely want to get a corn header, the new corn header, before I even get this. My question right now is, I wonder if you can sell. I guess my question at the moment is, can you sell stuff at this workshop over here? If I remember right, I think you can. We're gonna test it out right quick and see if you actually can. I think if I remember correctly, you can. It didn't seem like the most legit way to do it, but we're just gonna test it. I don't know that I'm gonna sell it over here, but we're gonna check it out anyway. Oops, wrong button. Alright. I'm gonna check this out. Let's see, what does it say? Does it have to be hooked to the combine? Maybe? Not even recognize it there. Okay, so you can't sell it here. Alright, so that's good to know. For some reason there's a sell button, but you can't sell it. That's a little strange, but it's probably just because they ported over the menu. That's probably the only reason. Alright, so this thing needs to be parked over here somewhere. Because it needs to be loaded up at some point. So that it can be sent to, we can take it up to the market. Because we're going to have to buy the header. What do we have as far as jobs go? Probably nothing spectacular. What's 22 looking like? 22 needs to be harvested, so we could probably go down and do that. What is it though? It is barley. Let's go do that. At least go check on it. That might, because that's going to be one of our soon-to-be bought fields. Like once we get back into the swing of buying fields, we'll go check with that guy because we need money. I mean, I'm not broke, but I don't have enough money to buy the corn header we want to get before we can start harvesting corn again. We're gonna run down here to field. What's going on there? Oh, that's harvested. He's just somehow messed it up or something. That's weird. These farmers really aren't very good about harvesting sometimes. That's corn too? How much corn did we plant? We just got corn everywhere, man. This is just crazy. You guys really should have just, you know, not let me plant so much corn. Corn galore, man. Pull up right over here across the thing here. All right, let's do this. What you got for me? Oh, we already know this guy. He's willing to pay us 15 grand for it, though. I mean, that's a thing. I don't really want to. If I'm gonna do a mission, though, I want to do it for a guy that I don't know. Not a guy that I don't know, but a guy I'm not really friendly with. What is 11? What's going on with 11? It says it's cultivated. Maybe it needs to be seeded or fertilized or one of those two. Let's head over there. Alright, I found us a mission. We are going to be using a Valtra, even though it's not realistic at all. We're going to be using a Valtra. We're going to be planting. We're going to be planting. These farmers are terrible. We're going to be planting sugar beets. Well, that's interesting. Let's see. Oh, it does have a GPS. Good deal. About to say we're about to be out of luck. About to be really out of luck. Alright, now let's go this and this. He's agreed to pay us, I can't remember now. I think it's like 11,000 something to plant this field for him. So once we do this, I'm estimating that once we do this, we can take the other corn header, the little corn header, up to the store, sell it, and then we should have enough money to buy the new corn header, so that we can actually, so we can harvest our corn. And I'm starting to think that maybe I need to slow my growth rate down to slow already. That way, because right now it's kind of outrunning us. You know, we have enough fields already that it's actually outrunning us as slow as we're doing it. You know, so I might need to slow my growth rate down to slow, so that it's not like overrunning us. I think that speeding it up through nighttime is really what's getting me. I think what I need to do, actually instead of putting it on slow, I can leave it on normal. But then anytime I speed up the time, like through the nighttime, I can turn it off. As a matter of fact, that would probably be the best thing to do. Just to turn it off. I mean, I don't know how people feel about that, but that's probably what I need to do. Is just simply turn it off so it's not growing at night, because that's what's really getting us. is the fact that it's growing through the nighttime when it's 120 times speed. What's going on here? We should be getting very, very, very close. Yeah, we should be like right at it. One more pass. Part of one more pass. At least that's what it looks like. And then we paid. We'll be monies. Be all up in the monies. Come on. Right, a little sliver. Little dot. Give me the money. Get paid. Ooh. 4,284,000 or 42. I got money. Okay. I can't English sometimes very well, but yeah. We got money. That's the main thing. Now let's head back to the farm. We'll grab the combine, put the combine on the semi-trailer. And then yeah, we'll head over to the store right quick. 18 wheels are rolling. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Actually, it's more than 18 wheels, but we're calling it 18 wheels. It's actually 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, something like that. We'll call it 18. I think it's actually 22, but we'll call it 18. I need to get over back there, sir. I need you to move out my way. There you go. Good job. Dun, dun. Like a train. You honk the horn and get through there, man. Honk the horn. Alright. Enough messing around. We gotta get serious about this. We normally stop by the bank and get extra money because, yeah, we can do that. But right now we can't do that because we're out of money. Bank won't give us any more. We're maxed out with the bank. They said we are no comprende at that establishment. So we're gonna see if we can actually get more. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there should be a bonus, right? We'll have to check. I think there's a bonus for selling it. So we're bringing it all the way to the store. Then lower it down. Drop it off, it might damage it, and then they'll be like, oh no, we can't take it. You know, something like that. Alright, let's see. How much is it if I just sell it outright? 87.86. I sell it here, 10,543. That's what I'm talking about. Not a lot, but it's a little bit. It's not quite, it's not that much, but yeah, we'll go with it. That's fine. I need to put that bucket on the trailer too while I'm at it. And we do have enough for the Capello Diamant HS8. Ooh. What color to pick? Does it tell us what color the harvester is? That's kind of important. But it doesn't. Massey Ferguson red though. About like case red on this game. Where'd it go? I already have it selected? I do. HS8. I think I discovered this color. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's look at it. Let's look it over. It's amazing. Yep, sure does. Alright. Sold the vehicle. $10,000. We actually have a little bit left over. Alright, now in the test we did, this actually went on here. No problems. And it does. It's going to look ridiculous, the fact that it's so wide on this little combine, but it'll work for now. We'll make it do. On the road again. On the road again. I can't say I can't wait to get on the road again, because I'm already on the road. You know what I'm saying? This is exciting stuff, man. I got a new header. Got a new corn header. It's going to be so much faster. The combine, I think, will fill up quite a bit faster, but at the same time, I mean, we'll get the job done quite a bit quicker, you know, because this combine does actually have a fairly high capacity and especially compared to oh, the header size that was on it. I mean, it's really, I mean, it was really just undersized. The header was, I mean, just really crazy. Maybe we got to turn this on. Warn people, there's a big old load coming. Blinker. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dude, I love this truck. It's so cool. I'm glad we bought this thing. Don't hit that pole. Alright, let's go. Luckily, this train track here is fairly smooth. So there's no, like, crazy, like, hit it and throw the truck and trailer all the way up in the air and stuff. Like, I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've done that on video, but it's happened to me. You hit that and it just flips your truck and trailer up in the air a little bit. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, if it was real life, then your truck would just be completely ruined, but luckily it's not real life. So we're not, like, out a bunch of money because it decided to flip us in the air. Not even a big deal, man. Turn that off. I don't need it. Pull this forward. Get her amazingness off the truck. I did go ahead and put my bucket on the back there, as you can see. Now, what are we gonna do with this brand new, brand new awesome corn header amazingness? Maybe we'll just put it over here for now. So we get a better place to store it. There we go. Man, it picks up the front of that thing. What's it do? Look at that. Wow. See how much it actually... Look at the squat of them tires. That thing is heavy. Oh, I could probably sit here and do this all day. Look at the squat of them tires. That is just too cool, man. Too cool. Okay, let's stop marbling over the little things. Even though I'm pretty sure people like the little things. People like the little touches here and there that they've done. Fairly certain people do. Alright, so we got that field up there reset. It needs to be weeded. This one needs to be harvested. That one needs to be harvested. This one needs to be harvested. The one down there harvested. Sprayed all around. Weeded, this and that, you know, just crazy amounts of stuff to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode today. I hope you guys come back and see me in the next one so we can get a lot more of this work done. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. And as always, good day to you all. And y'all come back now, you hear?